Hello peeps. Don't want to do that. We want to edit profile. I want to oh, okay, well, it's not going to let me. Alright, well, hello everybody. The plan today is, now that we've completed the DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn's Frozen Wilds, I now have loads of upgraded weapons. So I figured, with my upgraded weapons, let's go and redo the last mission for Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, this game does something really cool in that when you do the last mission, the last story mission to complete the game, and you complete it, it then offers you the option to go back to the beginning of that mission. And it basically says, you know, if you haven't finished everything, if you've got some stuff to do it first and then do this mission. But once you've completed it, you can actually then go back and complete any of the stuff you haven't done. You can kind of replay it again if you want to, all sorts of different options. So completing the game isn't actually the end. So, as part of my quest chain, I've actually still got the Looming Shadow, which is the very, very last main quest, which is to take out the boss at the final battle, basically. So, I figured now that I've got some kick-ass weapons, you know, oh, I can jump off a rock. Now I've got some half decent weapons that are now kick-ass with some high stats. Why not give it a go? So I figured, right, let's do it. So basically, we're in Meridian, the main town. Was that a... yeah, that was a... okay, we'll grab that. Supply crate, thank you very much. We're in Meridian. And the last part of this is basically you've got to go to sleep. You've got to chill out and go to sleep somewhere, in someone's bed. And then when you wake up, that's the start of the next mission. But I always get lost in Meridian because this place is basically a big circle, but that's all you can see of the map, which doesn't help. So I normally get lost. Let's see. It's telling me to go that way. Ah, here we go. Yes, it's down here. Here we go. That's it. So we've got to go in here. We've got to go to sleep, and when we wake up, that's the start of the mission. So we'll go in here, go to sleep. There we go. Rest before the battle. See, now this is the bit. Reset before the battle, no way back, so you have to complete the entire story mission in one go. It doesn't let you start from the beginning again. Sometimes, depending on where you die, if you die in it, it lets you kind of restart a little bit further back, but it never goes right back to the beginning of the story. So you kind of have to play all the way through with all the cutscenes, everything. I can't remember how long this mission takes, so I could be here for a little while. So we don't need to do any more preparations, which is one of the options, because that's the side missions, the errands, if you need to go and get any more weapons, if you've got any other stuff to collect, blah 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 blah. So it gives you the choice, which I think is really cool. But in this case, we're going to do the main mission. So, and we're going to do it with the itchiest nose in the world. So Aloy chills and goes to sleep for a little while. This would make a good movie or mini-series.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you?
Kind of reminds me of the 100, but kind of done a little bit better, not so dark.
After you lost your family. Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Now, having played Destiny a lot, what's quite interesting, Silence in this is the same actor. He's got the same voice. I played Destiny a lot, so it's quite funny hearing his voice in this game, and actually seeing the actor as well, actually as himself.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Here we go. So now, if I remember correctly, what I have to do first is to go and inspect. We're basically going to put up a bit of a fight, a bit of a resistance against a whole horde of machines that are on the way. They're on the way to destroy Meridian, and the plan is to just build a defense and just hold the line. Yep, there it is.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
Nope.
That's not with smoke.
And what is it?
That's the machines.
Or how it begins, anyway.
Yes, there we go. Let's just take out your bridge or your gate. You're in trouble now, boy. The expressions in this game are wicked. Normally those characters are rubbish, man. Their expressions are crap. But in this, they've got the expressions dead on. It's really good. They need to give this game a little bit more credence, man. People have a little bit more acknowledgement on this game, how good it is.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns!
I can't remember how you take the machines out. I can't remember what their weaknesses are.
Do as she says! Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
So as soon as I get to actually start, I need to actually look at how to take these machines out, because I can't remember what their weaknesses are. I've scanned all of them before, so that's not a problem. Ah, these dudes, yeah, I remember this guy. I'm going to take him out first.
Keyless!
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
He did a few times before. I was playing this the first time. Admittedly, he did take me out a few times. This guy's not easy.
You have vexed me.
Okay, right. Now, before we do that, I'm going to have a look at the machine catalogue. So, corruptors. Now, these guys basically are fire, tear, fire and tear. Okay, so the big-ass machines, these guys are Deathbringers. Fire and shock. That's interesting. And basically everything else, and tear. Okay, alright, that's cool. So inventory wise, let's have a look at weapons. What have we got? We've got... Okay, I'm going to change that for that, because these guys do far more tear damage. Although it does fire, I can do better fire damage with my arrows. So I'm going to put that up there. I'm also going to keep on with that down there as well, because I can shoot fireballs with that. That gives me... Okay, so 145, 30, okay. I'm thinking that's actually going to be better because that does more tear damage. It does 86 shield and 145, whereas they only do really small amounts. So yeah, we're going to change that for that as well. Okay, so I think that's me now set up. I believe anyway. I think that's probably going to be about as good as I can get it. So, before we do that, let's also check the potions, because don't need that, don't really need that. So, freeze and fire resistance, and I've got health boosters and health potions. Okay, bonus.
Should have fought me in the sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
Let's not...
Basically, we're just going to kind of run about and just try and shoot from the distance.
Accept it. Accept you.
Blocked again.
Only endless night. Marina must run red to be cleansed.
Bridge can't take much more of this. Can't let him in close.
No, we can't let him in close. Okay, that did a lot more damage than I remember it doing. So that's health potion.
you before the terror of the sun.
The one who will take you down.
There we go. That's got it. Okay, that was actually a lot quicker than it was last time.
This was not meant to
Last
be.
time, the guy did me a couple of times, but I did him that time. None of this was meant to be.
None of this was meant to be, Helis.
You made it happen.
You made it
Your
happen.
fault.
Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
Yeah, man. Red.
Turn your face to
Red
this.
feathers really aren't your look, man. So last year. Boy's badass, man. She's proper killing people left, right, and centre. Just stab you up. You kill lots of people, I'm going to stab you in the throat with my piece of machinery metal left over from something. Okay, so time to hoard some stuff. And I can't actually remember what you need to do next. I think there's a way to get out over the back somewhere. But let's just loot some more gear just quickly while we're here, because, you know, never really do without looting stuff, so we'll grab that. We'll grab some of that, and then we'll get out. Okay. Reach the door. Tornado, kick ass. There you go. Okay, another supply crate. Useful. Jump. Grab it. There you go. Good girl. Okay, so what have we got? Let's reload our arrows while we're flying through the air.
For Meridian! Hold the line!
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!
Load out my... Oh my god, grab it. What are you doing, Aloy? Pick it up already.
Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
I can't remember how you do this now. How you actually shoot at this place. Okay, here we go. So... This was a little bit confusing, I can't remember last time. Shoot some nice dudes. Oh, too far. Oh, too far again. He's obviously a bit closer than... There we go, that's got it. Get on the other side. A little bit closer. Grab that. There we go. Get up there, you dappy. There you go.
Now's my chance.
this.
Don't want to be here when that hits.
Oh, yeah, rockets and machines. Jump. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Four different areas.
It's taking a shot at me.
Roll your arm!
Okay, I think that bit's done. The good thing about this is it does give you lots of ammo crates and other stuff to be getting sort of help with. Is that it? What do I need to do next? Defend the ridge.
Raise arms again!
Really? See? Another wave. But I've known that. Now these weapons are bloody good. They are really good at getting these things.
Gotta get to another platform.
Yeah, okay. Grab it. There you go. The trick with this is you've got to kind of obviously realise that you're shooting from a distance.
Better move.
You've got to kind of allow for the fact that you're shooting over a long distance. Really screw you, bird.
Drop this.
Biggest threat. There you go, that's fine. Another one over there.
Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
Oh, yeah. Run away, run away! Run away, run away. Get it, get it, get it. A little bit more. There you go. Another corrupted coming over there. Yes, we can without a good shot. Get over there. Reloaded.
It's taking a shot at me.
Cool. There we go, cutscene. And there's another print.
Coming!
Boom. You're out for the count, girlie. What's... Oh, okay, yes, I remember what that is now. I remember. All part of the story. If you've not
Aloy.
seen any of this, then this is full of spoilers, by the
Aloy.
way.
Aloy! Why, oh, Mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No, wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Yep,
Take care of the
because
others,
it's the
Ted.
spire they need to get to.
Gotta go.
Because the bad guy needs to... heal up, there we go. Yeah, because the bad dude needs to basically get to the spire in order to transmit his signal, which was basically his whole plan. He needs to transmit the signal to be able to wake up all of the army of machines. I would do, but like kind of the building's falling down, so you know, I can't press on that much, Aloy. Weird that
This is where I belong, Aloy.
that thing's susceptible to fire damage, and yet it's in the middle of a load of fire and it's not being destroyed. How does that work? Oh look, all of those guys there and it comes after me. Really? That's a little bit unfair. I mean, come on.
Carja are victorious again.
Take the fight to the spire end. Meridian will hold. Or my marks of honor mean nothing.
To think I almost missed this. But where you must go now, I can't follow.
I can't even remember who that dude is. I remember that nutter, the guy who was always taking on bandits and killing them all. Radiant Village. Swing across there. Now, one of the things with this particular bit is that I didn't really use any sort of corruption. There we go. These are fire weakness. Okay. Actually, I probably can take these guys down. They're not that hard. I can take those guys down with three arrow single shot.
Hardy
So
little
let's
plant.
collect all of this
Shield
stuff.
health.
I'm going to need all of this for the end game because it's bloody hard trying to take out the main end boss and get up as much of this stuff as we can. Loot these dudes, of course. Thank you. Loot. Nice. Okay, refilled my arrow stock. Nice. Keep on. Grab that. Okay, so I'm fully healthed up, that's good. And the thing is, I didn't have this particular armour either when I played this mission the last time, and this is like the best armour in the game. Although she's not even wearing it in this cutscene,
It's
but
begun. Hades is transmitting.
Boom. I love the fact in the cutscenes they always use kids, you know, because obviously kids being in danger is like the ultimate kind of bad thing. So let's put a kid in danger and signify just how bad it really is. Because with all of that happening, that kid would still be standing there. Of course he would. He wouldn't have run away immediately straight away. Having grown up knowing that machines are bad, I'm just going to stand there and watch the biggest machine I've ever seen in my life just come out of the ground and watch it just in awe. This is what these machines do. That's how they power themselves. They destroy biomatter. That's how they work. Consume biomatter. That's why they destroyed the world in the first place.
If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses.
Yep.
Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
I'm trying. You're kind of running as fast as I can make you run.
Gotta keep going.
Right.
Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy.
Of course not. Wouldn't be the end game if it was easy, Aloy. Come on. Get your ass up there, girl. Come on. Let's have ya. Oh, here we go.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well,
Yep.
you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
Nope.
No,
I'm
the
badass,
ridge
me
fell
boys.
on me.
Not happening.
Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
Because I'm
We're
badass.
about to go over the top anyway, right?
Yep.
Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should
Cool.
stock up.
Yes, you should.
Last chance.
So that means, subtle hint there that you're going up against a big bad dude. And yeah, he is big and he is bad. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've come the wrong way. I have played this game before, honest. I think I have. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Of course, there would be some parkour and some climbing involved. There wouldn't be Horizon Zero Dawn without parkour and climbing. Okay, up we go. More cutscenes. See, now there's the big bad egg right in the middle there.
Arrival of entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission.
Now, the only way I managed to do this last time was basically
To
just
contrary
hide behind
calculations,
all of the
our
pillars and all of the
precise
stuff in this area and
presence
just
of entity
kick this
has
thing
been
off
accounted for.
one at a time, just arrow after arrow after arrow, and just slowly pick it off. This thing is just ridiculous. This time, I think I actually want to try and use my slow-mo a little bit more because I didn't use it at all last time. And if you can hit the fence just at the right time, it's badass. Okay, so weakness to fire. Now, yeah, he also destroys all the pillars as well. Oh, it would be if I actually managed to hit the dude with it. Come on, shoot. There you go. Get out of the way. Fire protection. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Now, if I can take out these guns, it's also a really good area to try and take them out because that's also where the weaknesses are. So if I can hide, yeah, wait a minute, we'll use 10 blast arrows, we'll use 3. This is what I did last time, just basically hide my arse, load up my arrows, and try and use some 10 blast arrows. Just to get it right in the right place.
Don't let them overrun us!
Oh, where did you come from? I forgot all about you. Running away. Running away. Running away. Yeah, I did say that this is bloody hard. I might mention that this particular mission is proper hard. Oh, come on. Double hit, double hit. Boom!
We got them!
Yeah,
That one was the last!
cool. Right, okay, so now we go back to the prop and all that. There we go. Whoa! Yeah, that's good. Keep moving. Reload. Keep moving. Fire. Oh, yes. Gotta keep out of the way. Keep firing. There you go. Run away. Run!
With the time I've got left.
Run, Forrest, run! Okay, see, like now, this is where his weak spots come out because he's venting.
Another flight of machines! Are you ready? Take them out first!
There we go, that's what we're going to do. See if I can... Oh, a whole another round of machines. Lots of machines. Oh, and a corruptor, really? Come on. Oh, come on. Okay, jump. Run! Move out of the way! Run! Come on. Run. Oh.
Intensify aggression.
The fight's coming at you, Aloy!
Yeah, it certainly is.
We've got time. Still got time.
Whoa! I wish I could remember how to take those bloody things out.
Help me bring it down!
Everyone, quickly!
I really wish I could remember how you take these ones out. There we go, that's how it goes.
Put down the last corruptor.
Run. Lost. There we go. Fire, there we go. Run. Get behind cover. Oh, really?
To get the machines back.
Last bomb it is.
That's it.
Yeah,
My
there you
way's
go,
clear.
bad boy. Woo!
Time to do what you came for, Aloy.
Man. Yeah, I'd forgotten how proper intense that is. Woo! That was good. Oh. We'll grab that one there. We'll grab some of that while we're there. There we go. Yeah, so now we got to take
System
that
threat imminent.
I'm
Yes.
more than a threat.
That's right, bad boy. Here we go. Final cutscene. Way to get electrocuted, Aloy. You're really good at that. as Gaia, was it?
Master Override armed. To activate state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Well done. Good girl. Oh, that's bright. She's like, ow! And all the machines go back to sleep. This would make such a wicked movie, it really would. Just wondering who you'd get to play her though. It'd have to be an unknown actor, I think. Somebody that could really make it her own. Or actually, I'll tell you, it would make a really good Aloy. Would be the one who plays Daenerys from Game of Thrones. She would be wicked as Aloy. And it would make for a wicked TV show. Or film, however you want to do it. But yeah, it would be awesome. Kind of spoiled it, anybody who played Horizon Zero Dawn, of course, but... Woohoo! Yeah, boy! He's like, yeah, alright man. You know, you're hardly wearing anything and you're hugging me. Okay, now just a warning to anybody who hasn't seen the end of this game. Right, okay, you've taken out the corruption, you've killed the big hunter-killer at the end. This next part will actually ruin the story if you watch the next
Okay,
bit.
Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying...
Spoilers.
It was a children's electronics kit, but I'd hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query.
What did
she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Huh, I never noticed the flowers before, in the shape of a triangle around her. That's interesting. Okay, so big spoilers if you haven't played this game and haven't got to this stage yourself. That basically was you. So essentially, she is herself from thousands of years ago. And that's it, that's the end of the story. So yeah, there we go. In one hit. The amount of time that it took me to do that last time with ordinary weapons. But it just goes to show with the extra power of the DLC weapons, not that long at all. So what was that, like half an hour maybe? 40 minutes, something like that? Pretty good going. One way through, all the way. See, but also it actually comes with experience, because the last time I played this, for some reason I just didn't really have the kind of sort of skills and the knowledge to know how to take those creatures down. I mean, a lot of it is just running away and just, you know, trying to pick them up from a distance and stuff, but I'm going to leave you with the title sequence for this, so you can watch it till the end and see what you think. And we're back in the room. So if I remember correctly, at the end of this, it basically gives you the option to go back to the beginning of this particular mission, like where I was before. So everything you've done, right up to the point where you go to sleep and you start the next mission, or the end mission I should say. So in theory you can kind of do that particular bit again and again and again if you want to. Well, you'd want to, I don't know, but you can do. Or you can restart the game from the beginning. Play it all again. Having sunk 80 odd hours into this game, I don't necessarily think I want to play it all over again. As good as it is, having played it once already. But then there's still loads of stuff that I haven't collected. There's still some audio bits and pieces on the little devices that you find on the floor. There's loads of those that I haven't found. Loads of little video clips from the world before. And to be fair, I haven't even gone through the ones that I have collected and read all of them, because the thing with this game is that there's so much backstory to it as well, with all of these little data points that you pick up and all the little videos that you hear and listen to and so on. It basically just builds the world and tells you this massive story along with the actual gameplay story itself. There's this whole sort of background about some people and, you know, where they were and just what they were doing at the end of the world, basically, just to sort of give it some perspective and give it some reality. So yeah, this is a good game. I can't believe that in Golden Joystick Awards that this game didn't win the best game in a year. It lost out to like a Nintendo Switch game. I was just like, I can't believe that's the case. It came second, but yeah, it lost out to a Nintendo Switch game. It did win the story game of the year though, so, which, you know, is its strongest point. So there you go. Now, can I be asked to watch all of this, because I can't remember how long it is. It is taking a while. Bass Corset. Interesting name. Lead, Kevin Quaid. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to skip this part, just because it's just title sequence. Now, this is the interesting part. This is the bit where it leads on to other stories that could possibly happen. And I forgot actually that she left her spear in there as well, actually. So how does Aloy get her spear back? just when you think he's dead, he manages to escape. There he is.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Yeah, look at that bad boy. Can you imagine fighting that thing with bows and arrows? That would not be fun. Not fun at all. The annoying part about that last mission as well is you had these wicked guns that you used to take out all the other stuff to defend the place with, which didn't actually end up working because they ended up destroying it anyway. But you still couldn't take one of those things into the end game with you, which is like just, I mean, come on, really? It's like, that would be really useful, you know, but obviously not. So I guess the game would be a little bit too easy and not as stressful at the end. Which was good. I mean, you know, it's a good end to a game, and of course it leaves it open for, you know, for it to go further, for more stories. Now, I don't think they're going to carry on with this particular version of Horizon Zero Dawn. I think this one particular DLC was the only one they're going to do for it, the Frozen Wilds, which is a bit of a shame because this particular game, as it is good. You know, I always get the sense that if they come up with like version 2, that they normally break something. You know, that the mechanics in it that work really well, they end up screwing up somehow, you know, and it's perfect the way it is. So unless they're just going to take how it is and just write a new story for it, which they could do, then why not just use this one, carry on as it is? But there you go. Don't think it's going to happen, which is a shame. But hopefully Horizon Zero Dawn 2 will be pretty good. Here's hoping. So come on, load already. I hate long ass loading screens. Here we go. So we've defeated him. So you can either quit or you can continue. So the new game plus has been unlocked, granting the option to play the game again from the beginning with all the loot and skill that you've accumulated through the playthrough, which is cool. So that means you can do the whole thing again with your skill set and the weapons that you currently have. The New Game Plus loadout of your current inventory and skills has been created. To play this mode, simply choose the New Game Plus option in the main menu. You can also create new loadouts via the pause menu in the game, which is cool. So, we will continue. Completed the main mission, Fate of Extinction. Okay, now the last time I was here, quest-wise, go to the Palace of the Sun. Yeah, because I think the last thing you've got to do is chat to the Sun God, or this dude, whoever he is over here. So let's go for a bit of a run, shall we? And have a look at this beautiful game, beautiful countryside. See, interestingly, when I first came to Meridian, this particular town, I never noticed a tower. Unless the tower is something that appeared sort of because of the end game, maybe, I don't know, I can't remember. But that big arse wobbly tower over there, you know, I came running down this road the last time, I don't remember seeing it there, but I'm going to go and chat to the dodgy Sun King, who for some reason keeps trying it on with Aloy, who kind of comes across as being like 18 or something, and this, just, hello, move out of the way, there we go. So he's a little bit creepy. Run in. It's quite cool that they all salute you though as you come running through here, all the guards, and they do it all the time. Every time you come in here they salute you, which, you know, having saved the world is pretty nice, having that recognition. So yeah, do you know what, I saved the world, salute me as I run past you. This palace is pretty cool. Talk to Sun King Avad. There we go. What have you got to say to me, brother?
Aloy, What brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands with
yes.
It will we
I'm trying. Perhaps. Yes.
Yep. So I know where we are. This is beginning of the game.
If we're even now.
Beginning of the last mission, I should mean. So this is where I ended up last time. I got to this particular point, and of course this is it. The Looming Shadow. So those are the little steps that get you to the main part, where the last stage is that you fall asleep and it starts it all over again. Now, obviously, I don't want to do that all over again, having done it already. So let's have a look and see what gear we have. What can we? Whoa, lots of modifications. Okay, and they're all purple. We're loving that. Okay, so we've got some good stuff here. Okay, well I might go through and upgrade some of my stuff later. I'm not going to do it now, because, to be honest, I can't be bothered. What am I looking for? Resources, here we go. 2,465 shards, and we have some other stuff to sell, but that's pretty much about it. So essentially what I was doing before was I was kind of looking around and thinking, okay, well, like, there's a campsite that I've not visited, so let's go and visit it. So my plan was basically kind of boring really, but I'm a bit of a completist, to go around and find every single one of the campsites, just to kind of tick off and say, right, I've found and lit every one of those campsites. Because in actual fact, having completed the story and all the rest of it, there's still quite a few I haven't been to. Like, and I'm thinking, well, did I never go to this area? Obviously not. I know for a fact that I didn't go down here. Not originally, because of course that's the tower, that's where you fight the main battle. Now it does make me wonder whether you can actually go there just anyway. But there's a campsite right there. And miraculously, of course, the actual place itself is still intact. Because the big fight hasn't happened yet. So I could go around and do all of these camps. I'm not going to do that now, just purely because it's my monitor's just shut down on itself. That's useful. There we go. Just because it's going to be boring just to see me running around and basically finding base camps. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this particular game here for now, and I will come back on again, probably collecting more of these kind of blue gleam bits and pieces, just picking everything off and finishing everything off. But for now, I'm going to finish the stream there. So thank you all for watching. I will be back on again at some stage later, playing another game, and hopefully I'll give you a breeze in here from somewhere. It's getting really windy outside. You can proper hear it coming through the door and the cat flap. Anyway, thanks very much guys, and I'll see you again here another time.